place called In Between, and In Between takes place in a conference room where four famous artists who died at different times in history must reach a conclusion about their lives. Michelangelo and Leonardo, two rivals from the Renaissance period, meet Frida Kahlo of the 20th century and Aka Nono, a fictional artist from the 21st century. They suspect their capture is a secret project, and their misunderstandings lead to amazement, insight, and eventual harmony. So the characters, as I said, we'll tell you a bit more about the characters afterwards. There are biographies on the wall, and Sylvie is reading also the work, the warden. So the person who's reading the warden got sick. So Marlene Charles Frida Kahlo. Yeah, and Aka Nono, of course, yeah. So Marlene Charles Frida Kahlo, I'm Leonardo, and Ken Innes is going to be Michelangelo. So let's start by imagining the scene. Imagine the scene. It's a large Renaissance type of room with a wall in the back, just a simple Renaissance wall ready for a mural. On the one side there's a modern kitchenette, and on the other side there's a stone wall with an ancient wooden prison door, like a huge heavy door. Every time the door opens, it creaks and a beam of light falls into the room and creates a sense of mystery. In the center of the room is a fold-up desk and chairs with some drawing books, sketchbooks on it. Okay, in the first act, so just to explain to you how we're reading this, it is topical. So we can't read the whole play. It's an 80-minute play. So what we thought, because this is an art gallery, we'll draw from it what relates to art, and we hope you will enjoy that. So it's not the play. You're not probably going to get the plot. For that, you will have to come and see the play when we put it on stage. Okay? So, in the first act, the well-known feud between Michelangelo and Leonardo is introduced when they unexpectedly face each other in the conference room. The warden brings Michelangelo in.
There's a lamp on the table. Light it with mine. Here.
Where am I? Where is this?
You are in the conference room.
What is a conference room?
It is somewhere separate from others.
You mean like a dungeon?
No, it's not a dungeon, senor, but separate. Apart. That's it. At least for a while.
Why?
You have an appointment here, Maestro.
Oh, so you know who I am.
Of course, everybody knows who you are. You are the great Michelangelo Buonarroti. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Maestro.
And then who are you?
I am the warden.
What do you mean a warden? So this is a dungeon. Am I in jail? Am I in prison?
I'm a warden, but this is not a prison.
What is it then?
It's in between.
In between what? Mm-hmm. And you do look like a warden. You can't fool me. Look at all those keys. For what? All the cells? In between?
It is in between, and you are not a prisoner. You can get out anytime if you choose.
Then I choose to get out now.
Not possible, Maestro.
You're messing with me.
No, I'm not. You can leave at any time, but it is up to you.
What does that mean? Doesn't make sense. When I choose to leave, it is then impossible, yet you say I can. What is this place? Where am I? Tell me.
I've told you already, Maestro. Let me just say, it is a place where you talk. Purge.
What do you mean, purge?
Purge yourself from impurities. You are an impure man, are you not?
No, I'm not. I'm the great Michelangelo. I've created beautiful, magnificent works of art praising God, preaching the word of God. I'm clean. They call me the divine Michelangelo.
Are you sure? Divine?
Well,
Really?
yes.
Are you not what many describe as a difficult man? Even the popes call you difficult.
Well, I know what I want, if that's what you mean. That makes me difficult. Well, then so be it.
Yes, Maestro, I see you will be staying here for a while.
That is very suspicious.
Think about it. I have to go get someone. I can't chat with you all day.
Well, you don't leave me. Be reasonable.
Sorry, I have to, but I'll be reasonable. I'll bring you someone. Company.
Father in heaven, this doesn't make sense at all. One moment, I'm working on a sculpture. The next moment, I'm here. How did the Pope do that? Am I dreaming? I must be dreaming. Oh, that was quick. Not even a minute.
You waited the whole day.
No, I didn't. I just...
Well, I brought you company.
Ciao.
You! What is this?
No.
No, not you.
What? I'm in here with him? Michelangelo? Are you joking with me?
He's Leonardo da Vinci. Am I here to be tortured? This is not company.
I agree. I was lying quite peacefully in my bed speaking to the King of France just moments ago. Who captured me? Did someone knock me over the head? I want to go back to my house, to my solitude.
You're not supposed to be alone. I'm putting you together to help you figure things out. You must have a conversation.
Oh, I assure you, the two of us have nothing to converse about.
I agree. The last time we saw each other in the street, you insulted me.
No, he was trying to entrap me in front of his friends.
We only asked your opinion of a Dante passage, but you shamed me about my unfinished door sculpture.
See? You're already talking.
No, we are agreeing about disagreeing.
We agree about your mistake, Warden.
There are no mistakes here.
It must be a mistake. If you knew us, you would know that we're not on speaking terms. We're opponents. We're not on the same side. He hates my guts.
Oh, no, I hate you.
And I despise you.
We are enemies, don't you see? He can't compete with me. He's too far behind.
Only because you are the Medici's puppy dog. And the Pope's sniffing their behinds.
Lucky me.
Of course.
Oh, move on, grow up.
You grow up. I'm 20 years older than you.
Well, I will let you two be alone.
You can't.
You still haven't told me where I am.
Me too.
Where are we, for the sake of God?
I think this must be hell.
Again, we agree.
I told you, it's in between.
You keep saying that. In between what?
Now, keep your questions to yourself. Don't get any ideas.
Why? You think my ideas are not good enough? I have excellent ideas. Ideas that all people will benefit from because they are about how nature works. My ideas are about the big picture.
The big picture. Oh, it can't be bigger than my big picture. I've always tried to give the big picture. But shush. I don't want to listen to you. Quiet.
I don't think you have a choice. We're alone and the door is locked.
You know, I can't make you shut up.
I'm sure you can. Okay, you talk then. Go
I'm
ahead.
not a talker.
You certainly speak through your works. Or rather, you shout. Very loud, I must say.
What do you mean?
Your paintings and sculptures are so big and loud, oversized. Overcompensation, that's what it is.
I proclaim the word of God openly, loudly, through my works. I'm not ashamed of it.
You mean you proclaim the word of the Pope?
Same thing.
No, it's not.
Well, how is it not the same thing?
You do it for the money, pal.
Well, of course I do. Hey, what's wrong with being paid for spreading the word of God?
Of your Pope, you mean?
Listen, they are one and the same. The Pope's God is representative on earth.
Well then, God cannot be a very peaceful God. Your Pope Julius waged wars to pay for, amongst others, your Sistine Chapel ceiling. And his tomb. Your work was paid for by blood money.
You leave my ceiling out of this. Why don't we rather discuss your Last Supper? No, the one that is already peeling off the wall. There's a damn disaster.
You're diverting. People love that painting. It's a masterpiece.
Oh, that's a sore point, isn't it? Making this huge painting only to have it wither away.
And what about your Battle of Cassini?
Oh, like your
Never
battle.
really started.
It's like your Battle of Anghiari. Never finished. Many others.
You presumptuous prick. I finished many excellent commissions. One of them was my portrait of Lisa del Gioconda. It is timeless. A woman with a smile.
Yeah, I heard about it. Oh, I saw it once, actually. She's no beauty. All those bad teeth. Ooh, ooh. You managed to hide them successfully, I have to say.
Yeah, she was missing a tooth in the front right there.
Just smiling without opening her mouth. Now it makes sense.
It would have been a grin showing her missing tooth. Instead, a closed smile made it a mysterious painting. The smile did it.
Mysterious, is it? There's no presence of God or church in your, may I say, pathetically small piece. I could have done one like that in an afternoon.
Well, it took me 4 years.
Really? Well, at least you finished this one. Took a few years to get the smile right, I guess.
Her smile is mysterious. It's contagious. People smile back.
Oh, please. She's folding her hands like a servant waiting for a kind word. She looks like a washerwoman, not a countess.
She's supposed to be Madonna-like.
So why isn't she wearing a red garment then, and a blue one?
Because there's an undertone that suggests her virgin-like quality. Subtlety. You've never practiced it. It's all about the undertones, man.
Undertones? Well, my work has undertones too. I painted and sculpted good-looking women.
So you say. But I say they look like bags full of walnuts.
You're criticizing me.
I'm just telling you what I saw.
Me too.
You criticized me first.
Oh, I meant it.
Well, I meant it too. You think like a general. Fill the panel with as many bodies as you can, as if planning a war. It's so unsophisticated, so predictable.
Oh, really? And what about your Madonna, Lisa? There's no sophistication in her. She is a peasant girl.
Enough about her. At least she's not overweight and overtrained, with boobs like ripe oranges glued to manly chests.
No. I think I will make you stop now.
Okay, you don't have to. Why are we even having this conversation?
Because there's an idiot in here.
Later, when Michelangelo and Leonardo talk about flying machines, this is how the conversation goes.
Oh, really? I've designed several flying machines. Look here in my sketchbook.
Oh, yes. Show me your drawings.
See? This is a flying machine.
No. Does it work? How can that fly?
Well, the wings are a bit flimsy, but I'm still tweaking it.
What do you mean by tweaking it? Does it work or not?
Well, I've built one. I went to test it with the help of Frida. I won't tell you his name. We loaded the contraption on an ass and we carried it up high on a mountain where it was flat. On top it was misty, and we could see the landscape far below a big chunk of Tuscany.
Then what?
Well, then the friar got onto the machine and I pushed him over the cliff.
You pushed him off a cliff.
I was sure it would work. I'd done my calculations.
But you pushed the friar off a cliff.
It worked for a few minutes.
And then?
Well, then he got tired of flapping the wings. The wings stopped and he dropped.
He fell. The wind stopped blowing and he fell. How far did he fall?
Oh, quite far, all the way down. He's still in hospital. broken arms and legs. Fell into some bushes. Can't see out of his left eye. Confused.
You didn't.
I'm not joking.
Oh, I'm sure you're not.
But I managed to observe.
Oh, I bet you were the observer, an objective observer, clever you.
I mean, I realized where the mistake was made.
The mistake was that he was not a bird. Flying. Flying.
Later enters Frida Kahlo. This is Frida. She is part of your discussion group.
A woman in our discussion? What are we supposed to discuss? Is this some kind of a project?
It will soon be clear.
Where am I? Who are you?
Long story. But we don't know either, if that makes you feel better. It must be for a secret project.
You know where you are, senor?
No, we don't. We have no idea why we've been kidnapped. Do you?
I know I was in my house, lying in my bed, and now I am not. Where is this?
It is called the conference room.
It's apart from the others, by the way. That's what he said.
It is a meeting place.
Are we in Spain or Italy?
The warden is Italian.
Oh, do you mean this is a secret dungeon?
Sort of.
Why?
I told you we don't know.
Can I leave, please?
Not yet.
Why?
You have to talk.
Why? Who are you people?
Who are you?
Frida Kahlo,
Yes?
the artiste.
A female artist? Come on. You can do better than that. Just because we're men doesn't mean you have to pretend.
I am telling you, I am an artiste.
Oh, you wish. There are no female artists. Come on.
Well, where I come from, there are many.
And what do they paint? Women, babies?
Well, at this point, I must leave you. Keep talking.
Why are you dressed like weirdos?
What?
Weirdos.
What are weirdos?
You are.
Or maybe you are a weirdo. You look strange, as if you came straight out of the apocalypse.
Look, I may be strange, but I am not weird.
Oh, I see what she means. She means we are extraordinary, different.
In a way, yes, but not like you think.
Look, you are the one who is dressed unusually. You must be a peasant, or a servant, or a slave. Who are you?
And you can't walk, eh? Are you a beggar?
Yes and no. I am not going to tell you why.
Suit yourself. And what did you say your name was?
I told you. Frida Kahlo. It's Spanish.
Yes, we got that. Sounds a bit strange to me, though.
I am from Mexico.
Mexico what?
Mexico. For Pete's sake.
Who's Pete?
It is a saying when you are frustrated.
Oh.
Oh, so tell me, what is Mexico? It is a place, yes, in Spain?
No, in North America.
What is North America?
It is the northern continent of the two Americas.
Stop speaking in riddles. What are the Americas?
You don't know?
We don't know.
It is a continent named after one Amerigo Vespucci.
Where?
Well, I guess it must be west of here, if this is France or Italy, but if we are in Mexico, then we are in it, on it. I must be in a madhouse. Who the hell are you two?
I am Michelangelo Buonanotte, the Michelangelo.
And I am the Leonardo da Vinci.
Sure you are. Yep. I am in a madhouse. Or is this a joke? Is someone playing a joke on me?
This is no joke. You must believe us.
Oh, for Pete's sake, you're killing me.
Now, how do you say we're killing? Why do you say we're killing you? We've not touched you.
Ah, it must be a part of our test. We must be very careful, you know, that the warden might be listening.
I think it is part of my test. I am the one being tested here. Just listen to you two. Don't you dare touch me! Do you hear?
No, we're not going to harm you. Look, we're not touching. No hands.
It was a figure of speech for
Pete Snake.
sake.
Well, why not a snake?
Because Pete didn't have a snake.
Well, it would make a lot more sense if this Pete had a snake.
A big fat snake curling around.
There is no snake.
Why not?
For Pete's
Pete's
sake.
Sake.
Please stop. I can't take this anymore. You're confusing me.
Sorry, we're confused too if it helps.
Thinking you are Michelangelo and Leonardo? No way.
But we are.
Not.
You are so strange. And your clothes and the braids and what is it with your eyebrows? Eyebrow. Is it some mythical thing? Are you a mythical creature from another world?
I can't help it. I was born like this.
With one eyebrow that stretches right around your head. And you didn't think that was a bit strange?
I am an artist. It makes me interesting.
Oh, I am an artist too, and I don't think that's interesting. I would go easy on the eyebrows.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'd have to agree. I don't find your eyebrow appealing either, sorry. Had to say it.
Unappealing, like your nose. Your nose is out of joint and broken. I know all about it. If you are who you say you are, and that's impossible, it can't be.
Leave my nose out of this.
Yes, he is paid with his nose. Everyone knows how he's been hit on the nose because of his big mouth.
Now I know why too.
Go jump on a lake.
Why are we here?
We're supposed to have a conversation, I think.
Your conversation is driving me nuts.
What do you mean, driving your nuts?
I don't see the context. In a wagon?
What?
Do you mean driving your nuts in a wagon or a cart? You drive the horse that pulls the cart.
Full of nuts.
No!
So, where do you get the nuts from? Italy? Probably Spain.
Oh dear.
And where did the nuts go?
Mexico.
You're driving me! You're driving me crazy!
Oh, well, we just want you to be precise, woman. Say what you mean.
I am not nuts. You are
What?
What the hell does she mean?
nuts. Nuts! Nuts!
Oh, wait, I see. Does she mean nuts as in testicles?
You mean balls. A man's balls. Right? It's what they're called. Nuts or balls.
Yes. Is that what you mean?
No. It means you have the intelligence of a nut.
I object to that strongly. A nut is way too small.
Me too. I'm intelligent, I will let you know. People don't know how smart I am.
Me too. For Pete's sake.
I am smart too. You can't mess with me either.
Oh, wait. Could Pete mean Pete? Peter. St. Peter.
Ah, maybe it does, and she doesn't even know it. She's just a peasant, eh?
Look, if it will help you, yes, it could mean Saint Peter.
For the sake of St. Peter. That would make a lot more sense to me.
It does, doesn't it?
Just leave me alone. Let me think. Don't talk to me.
Oh, okay.
No problem.
Shush!
Sorry.
In the second act, art and life is the topic of their conversation. The artists soon realize that they are in purgatory.
I am a member of the Communist Party in Mexico.
Now, what is a communist party?
It's a political group. We oppose the Mexican regime.
Really? Why?
We don't like the way they do things. We think they are oppressive. So we stand up against them. It's the people against a corrupt government.
That sounds familiar. And then, the government slaughters everybody, chops off their heads and displays their entrails hanging on the city gate for everyone to see. Hey, did you get tortured and lost your leg?
And no,
We've seen it happen, haven't you? Entrails and heads on the gate.
it's not the same where I come from. We can protest and change things.
Yeah, right. And in the end, people are burned on the stake, I'm sure.
We are democratic. Or we are trying to be.
Yeah, I've seen democracies fail many times. They don't work.
So, if you're the artist, you say you are. What kind of work do you do?
I paint.
Kitchen walls, I'm sure. You definitely look like a servant girl to me.
There are many female artists. The first prominent one was Artemisia Gentileschi.
Oh, can't say I know about her.
Well, she was raped by her father's friend, Agostino Tazzi.
Yeah, well, that's not uncommon. Go on.
When my husband Diego had an affair with my sister, I slaughtered her in a painting. I called it A Few Small Nips. I made him kill her. He stood by her bed after stabbing her many times with a pair of scissors. Oh, there was blood everywhere in the painting.
Jeez, what is it with females and scissors? So bloodthirsty.
Oh, don't be so shocked, as if you have never done anything like it.
I did too.
I must be crazy. I'm beginning to think you are Michelangelo and Leonardo.
I took revenge on the Pope's Master of Ceremonies for criticizing my last judgment panel. Too many nudes, he said.
Yes, I know the story.
Oh, you do?
You portrayed him in hell, tortured by a snake biting his balls.
He's nuts.
No. She's right. It's balls.
You see, there we have both. Balls and a snake. It's not so far-fetched.
But it does seem odd, doesn't it?
You mean that we are here together?
Yes. What is the last year you can remember?
I remember clearly. 1519.
Possible, because in 1519 I was working on Pope Julius's tomb. You're what, about 20 years older than me?
Oh, I am your senior, yes. That's why you must respect me.
Died. That's what I heard. Long ago.
Well, I'm here, and I just got here, same as you. What is the last date you can remember?
1564.
And you?
1954, 20th century.
Get out of here. 1954?
No, really. I was born in 1907.
1907, eh? She's the crazy one, not us. That's in the future.
Far into the future.
And we just got here.
I was born in Mexico. My mother was of mixed race, her mother was a native South American, and my father was German.
You are speaking about things we don't know.
Well, we know the Germans. They will always be an unsophisticated lot, backward. They will never rule the world.
I am telling the truth.
I can't even imagine 1954. It's unimaginable.
Let's just say you are speaking the truth.
I am. Only the truth.
Okay. The truth. But then there is only one possible one possibility, which is that we are together in a dream.
Whose dream? Mine.
Definitely mine.
No, mine.
It has to be mine. You won't dream about things you don't know about, like 1954.
Or are we all having the same dream? Impossible. There must be another explanation.
Well, I think I know it, and you're not going to like it. But if you are Michelangelo and Leonardo, this can just be true as well.
Tell us your theory.
Do you know about Dante?
Of course, who doesn't? Dante Alighieri.
Yeah. Poet, author, revered. He wrote the Divine Comedy.
What? Are you saying?
I am saying maybe he was right. Maybe he really knew.
About the different circles and layers? About heaven and hell?
Oh, this can't be hell.
The warden said it's in between.
Purgatory.
No way! Of the Divine Comedy! We're in the Divine Comedy!
Yes!
Well, why? We're artists. We were doing God's work. That's not right.
And they called me divine, and now I'm in purgatory. Somebody's made a mistake, a big freaking mistake.
It must be.
Purgatory, eh?
Jesus, there is no justice, that freaking Pope.
Better watch it with the swear words, Mike. If this is purgatory.
Well, it's damn unfair. That's what I say. I did my freaking best.
Me too.
Me too. I suffered. God gave me the gift of polio when I was a child. I walked with difficulty for the rest of my life. After a horrible bus accident, I was disabled and found it even more difficult, which is why I am in a wheelchair.
So, why are you here? You've suffered enough, more than us. It doesn't seem fair if this is purgatory.
It's different from what I imagined. I imagined valleys and valleys of souls, landscapes.
And a fair God who locked us up in a dungeon.
Later in the play, Frida is absent and Michelangelo and Leonardo steal a look at Frida's drawings behind her back.
Hey, this is her sketchbook. Come and see.
Father, heaven, this is not art. It's like a child's drawings. Calling herself an artist.
I could do better than this when I was 10. No, make it 4.
You know, she's got no finesse. There's simply no finesse. Or no knowledge of the rules and technique. She's lying to us, this Frida Kahlo. Artist, my ass. She's not an artist.
Perhaps, but look at this. See how she portrays herself?
Oh, yes. That is sick. What was sick? She's sick in the head.
Look at the plants growing out of her body. Hey, that's actually an interesting idea.
Submit something like this to a pope and see what he says. See if you get a commission. Instead, you'll get a whipping you will never forget. And then your fingernails might be pulled out without hesitation, and you'll be stuck in a pillory on the square where the peasants will throw tomatoes and all kinds of rotten food on your face. Now, you have to satisfy the viewers, educate them.
This looks like her private, quick sketches. Look at this one. A cat and a monkey on her shoulders.
That's demonic.
You think so?
Kenny, this is not art. Art must be holy. It must point the way to God.
It's self-expression. I understand what she's doing. I've always brought an element of myself into my works like her.
So you're saying our work is in fact about ourselves.
I am, my friend.
Oh,
I
you're
am.
not my friend.
But we're getting closer.
Unthinkable.
Again, later in Act 2, Michelangelo's David sculpture is mentioned by Frida.
famous.
Yes, I am. I am the great Leonardo of Vinci.
But you are so famous. In my time, people have written lots of books about you.
Really? What did they say? Nice things?
Hey, what about me? Me? My work?
You too. Visitors from all over the world line up for hours in the sun to have a look at your Sistine Chapel ceiling. They have opened up the chapel to the public.
What public?
Oh, I know. The people. Il pubblico. The population.
Good for you.
Oh, I'm catching on. Lots of understanding up here. Peasants are being let into the Vatican now. Just like that. Never thought that could happen.
Someone's knocked off your David's.
Penis.
No, his arm.
Who would do such a thing? It must be the patsy, the bloody schemers overthrew Medici, and they never liked me either. I have to be careful. I'm watching my back.
No, it happened in my time. Someone attacked your David sculpture with a hammer.
Such a flipping and abhorrent behavior. A hammer. God will punish them severely.
Are we supposed to discuss something here?
Oh, yeah. We have to purge. Good idea.
Finally, the 21st century flamboyant artist, Aka Nono, enters the conference room. She is a modern 21st century woman.
Oh, where is this? A new happening? Ah, interesting.
Something is happening, that's for sure.
How did I get here?
And we'll find out soon.
And you better steel yourself for that.
I'm a very strong person, don't worry.
Oh, another one of those. What's your name, boy?
I'm not a boy, I'm Aka Nono, at your service. Don't you recognize me?
No. Can you operate anything over there? Over here?
Oh, of course, I smell coffee.
Oh, what is coffee?
Oh, I like you. You're being absurd. You must like my work too, then.
No, seriously. What is coffee?
You look very familiar. Have we met before? At one of my openings, perhaps? I see so many people, I can't remember everyone.
What is she blabbering about?
No, we haven't met. I am Frida.
Your eyebrows or eyebrow. Interesting. Reminds me of a famous artist.
Me too.
Is this an artwork?
What does she mean, is this an artwork?
I mean an installation of some kind.
What's an installation?
I don't know either.
Are you people in a band? You look like you're dressed like musicians.
No, we're not musicians. Although I have played a few instruments in my time, the lyre, for example.
The liar! You're so funny. You look like a rock band. Let me guess. He's the guitarist, you're the drummer, and you must be the singer.
I can't sing to save my life. I know only Mexican folk songs and marching songs.
So you are
Artists.
not musicians then?
No, not at all. I am a famous artist.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
So, when Aka Nono describes 21st century artwork, the others are dumbstruck.
What art forms do you practice? Painting, photography, installation, minimalism, pop art, performance art? Or no, this must be conceptual art. We are inside a conceptual art piece right now, aren't we? It's a most beautiful, interesting project, but if you tell me about your art, maybe I know your work. Your absurd performance is intriguing. Did you do anything significant? Have you ever exhibited in New York?
Let's see. I painted some portraits, a few large panels.
Yes, a few good ones. See? I'm warming up to you. I painted murals and created sculptures, also tombstones, but only in Florence and Rome.
Tombstones? Macabre. It should be interesting, though. Are these your notebooks on the table? Wait, I know. Ah, I see a coffee maker. I will make some coffee, and then we can sit down and look at all your works, okay? I want you to explain it to me. I'm so curious.
Yes.
Have you ever exhibited any of your work in New York, really?
It's probably a place like Rome, eh? But you? I guess I will never, probably never exhibit in New York.
You never know. You just have to do something interesting. You have to investigate. Be original. Think big.
I'll try.
So we are allowed to eat and drink in Purgatory. That's a relief. And use the privy. That's almost normal.
Who knew?
You have to tell her who you are.
Look at this wall. It was prepared for an art piece.
A mural. Fresco.
Your speciality, eh? No, it must be done in oils. Let's use new techniques.
Or it could be like Diego's panels. Diego's my husband. He is a muralist too. Oh, you should see his work. It is absolutely fantastic. He paints giant murals.
Now you tell us, your husband is an artist too. How many more secrets are you keeping from us?
No secrets. But I am sick. I was sick.
No, I rarely get sick, only from exhaustion. I got sick once for weeks while painting the ceiling.
I think I would get sick of your ceiling too.
Don't start with me. I suffered for that work. I suffered like no man has suffered.
And I suffered like no woman has ever suffered.
For 4 years I toiled on that ceiling. 4 long, lonely years. After 6 months, I fired my assistants and started over. And then, for the rest of the time, Pope Julius was there to annoy me. He came to see the ceiling regularly, started to put pressure on me. When will you be done? They called from below. I stood upright, working, bending my neck. Some people thought I was painting lying down. Well, that was impossible.
Shame. That is quite a story. But you're not the only one who has suffered.
Damn Pope.
Here's the coffee.
She pours a mug for everyone. She pours a mug.
I tried my best. I'm a tea person, but there's no tea here.
Thank you. Delicious. Oh, just smell that.
Horrible. What are you trying to do? Kill us? It tastes like soil. Dirt.
And why is it so hot? Should I burn my mouth? You could have warned us. Oh, maybe we are in hell.
You were supposed to wait until it has cooled a bit, Leonardo. Sip it slowly.
Is this a performance art piece? Are we pretending to be someone else?
Oh, who knows?
I'll play along. And you? Are you famous?
Yes, I've created a few good pieces in my time.
Such as?
Only the freaking Sistine Chapel ceiling, the Last Judgment, Medici Chapel, Moses, and many more. The Pieta, David. I sculpted a large David sculpture for the city of Florence.
The David in Florence? How's that possible?
I told you wouldn't like the answer.
Okay, you answer this then. David has a small penis. Why?
We're in Purgatory and you're asking why David has a small penis?
Yes, why? He's such a beautiful man. But a small penis. Is it because you have a small penis?
Yes, please tell us, Michelangelo. Yes, go on.
You can't give him a large penis. What did David be with a big fat schlong. It would be banal.
No, it could work. Imagine the snake girding around his thigh.
No, people would never accept that. There are already enough complaints about my nudes on the ceiling, and especially the Last Judgment.
There is another one with a small dick on your ceiling, Adam. How was he supposed to procreate with such modest equipment? Start the human race?
It's not size that matters, it's what you do with it.
Oh my God, it's not about dicks, people.
The world is full of dicks.
Oh, you can say that again. Ruled by dicks. Ask me. I know. It has been a struggle for women to take their rightful place in the world.
But women are free now.
What does that mean? Free from what?
Free to be themselves.
Yeah, right.
Jeez, they can be themselves, have children, find a good husband, have a life.
That idea is passé, long gone. You're so old-fashioned. I'm a modern woman. I can do the same as any man.
Me too. I think it often bothered my husband that I did not follow his instructions. I am an independent thinker.
A strange one, I have to say. So, this is what women are like in the future. Strange.
She is not strange, just modern. Good for you.
What is your name?
Frida Kahlo.
It's impossible. Frida Kahlo's dead. She has been dead for many years. Or are you role-playing? This is so much fun. Or what?
Act 3, when Aka explains her work, Michelangelo, Frida, and Leonardo get a glimpse of the future. It leads to interesting reactions.
No, what are you talking about? I'm a conceptual artist.
What is that? A conceptual artist.
My art is performance.
You mean performance is an art? That's what I said about my entertainment work in Milan and Sforza's court.
I do performance art. For me, art is in the concept.
Well, I think you can say that about all of us. We all perform.
Right.
Right.
It's always about the concept. But then, you have to get off your butt and make something.
But I don't make anything.
Well, how can you not make anything? When do you sculpt or paint?
I don't. I let my viewers paint. Sometimes on my body.
Help me, Lord. She's a witch. An artist who doesn't paint but lets her viewers paint? That is sheer laziness. And you get away with this?
Listen, this performance is famous. I sit on a large sheet of mural paper with a pair of scissors in front of me. Then I invite people to cut out a square from the paper. Everyone can cut out a piece of paper to take home. It leaves a fascinating sheet full of negative spaces. Then I get undressed, insert my arms into some of the holes, and wrap myself into the paper so it wraps around my naked body, making it into a dress.
No way! What has this world come to? It is the end if that's art.
It is not the end. The end is when they have cut many holes in my paper and I have a dress.
And
Then I'm not naked anymore.
scandalous. In front of everyone, you must hide and protect your body.
That is my work of art.
So that's it. So you sit still while people cut paper. And you get naked.
Of course. You know, we live in interesting times with no limits. My art is positive. I met my husband Don in one of my art shows. He was a famous singer. Here's another example of my artwork. In one of my installations, Don and I had breakfast in a storefront in New York City in front of cameras.
In public. You were photographed eating? That's it?
You mean you ate at a table as art?
That is what I said. Lots of people saw it all over the world.
I probably enjoyed seeing you eating.
Well, I'm glad I missed it. I didn't care for it. That doesn't make sense.
What did you have for breakfast?
Is that really important? Well, okay. What did you have?
Sushi and eggs.
The world is falling apart as we speak. And I thought I was strange.
Unbelievable. What is sushi?
It is rice and stuffing rolled up in leaves.
What? You don't have bread and water for breakfast?
Not at all.
Oh, so, what would you do with this wall if it was your commission?
I think I might finish my Battle of Anghiari.
I would leave the wall clear like that and invite my viewers to write a message on it to someone they love. Anyone can write something on the wall until the wall is completely filled with scribbles.
That's preposterous. Writing on a wall?
It's cheating! You're not lifting a finger.
That is going too far. You are making fun of us. I want to be on your side, but it is difficult. You are not going to do anything on the wall, are you? You are going too far.
No, it is not going too far. Many artists have done projects like mine.
You said you lived until 2023?
Or longer. I don't know, I'm now confused.
2023. That's what we called the space age.
Space age?
It's the age when humans will travel in space. We imagined what space is like.
What space?
The space out there, outside of the Earth.
There's nothing there. Just the sky in heaven.
We call it the heaven or the heavens, but it is really a huge vacuum.
What is this? Space without anything in it? There cannot be a vacuum up there. God is up there. Are you saying God is living in a vacuum?
If you put it that way, I think the answer might be yes.
Unbelievable.
Okay. Why isn't the world sucked into the vacuum then? Tell me that.
Look, the world has changed a lot since you two were alive. You were living in a time we call the Renaissance.
The Renaissance, the rebirth.
Go on.
Based on the achievements of your time, humankind experienced an awakening of the mind. You and your peers started something big. People like Machiavelli, Gutenberg and his printing press, or Raphael,
Oh, don't even mention that little twerp to me.
or Galileo Galilei, who invented a telescope.
And now we have telescopes that circle the Earth and look at galaxies far away.
That's impossible. To circle the Earth. We're not even sure it's round.
The stars are not even stars, they are galaxies.
Not angel's eyes, huh?
Definitely not.
I don't know what a galaxy is. It sounds so future-like.
The Russians launched the first satellite into space with a rocket. That was in the 1950s. Just the other day.
Correct, but just the other day for you. Since then, we've been able to land on the moon.
Whoa, back up. You mean humans have learned how to fly to the moon? Can it be reached?
Funny, yes.
Flying with wings to a yellow disk in the sky.
Sort of. It's not a disc, really, it's a globe. We actually used your drawings, Leonardo. It helped us get things started. But we have vehicles now that can fly with large groups of people in it, crossing the oceans in a few hours.
So I was right. I was onto something. I wasn't just crazy.
Well,
Just a little bit.
right now, these are the ones who sound crazy. Just listen to what she's saying. The oceans can be crossed in hours. It takes months, sometimes years. People. You know, I can make things up too, like flying. Humans cannot fly and will never fly. We don't have wings, that's that.
It's amazing, just amazing. So far.
What? You believe them now? You sod.
It sounds like mythology. Humans must have become gods.
With all of these magnificent devices, why does the world even need artists then?
That's a good question. Why does the world need us?
You mean, why did the world need us?
We see the world. We saw our time. We reflected it.
And we helped the people of our time to see the world.
We help them imagine.
My true relationship is with the church.
Do you see? That's the difference between us, right there. You're an instrument of the church and the popes. Always there's a higher power and you are their instrument. They use you.
You insult me, as if I have no personality. Why did you not get the big commissions?
I'm too nice.
Well, unlike me.
You're a vicious man. People are afraid of you.
I resist people. I fight the governments for the people.
We want peace, not war.
Imagine that.
Yes.
Frida advocates for women's rights and revolution in her mural called Moses.
I painted a mural titled Moses. It was a creation tableau. Imagine, I put God at the top of the painting. He was not a person, but a ball of fire with arms pointing to different parts of the painting, and below him was a vagina with a baby ready to be born.
Well, that sounds crazy. God with a vagina? You know, you're going to go straight to hell from here.
Who said God is male?
Sacrilege, la 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 la.
Hey, wait, let her speak. I have to hear this.
Below the baby, floating in the sky, I painted baby Moses in a basket. He had Diego's face and a third eye in his head. My mural is a political statement. It is not religious. What matters most to me are the struggles of ordinary people. So I showed the faces of dictators such as Stalin and Hitler. I put Karl Marx in there too, above the masses. And I have included, true as a Mexican, my Mayan ancestors, massed together at the bottom of the panel. My God is a God who gives life, the sun god of the Aztecs.
Interesting. Don't tell anyone else about this though. The church will torture and kill you long and painfully.
I can imagine what havoc your mural would cause in the Vatican.
I did not make paintings as grand as yours, but my works are grand ideas that affected many people. I think we must make the world better. It's our choice. People care about peace. That is the alternative. That is the core.
Wow, that is something. That is really something.
It's not about war and revenge. It's about peace and beauty.
And that is why you are here. That is why we are here too.
Life is short.
You can say that today.
Well, my friends, your discussion is now complete. I guess you may leave.
And that's it.